What's up, y'all? Hope you're all good and in high spirits. Today, I want to put the Eloteros on notice. This is a game changer. So, my cultura, in some ways, segments of us take pride in taking shit too far. I run the gamut. I'm just as comfortable in an alley by myself, drinking a malt liquor next to a dumpster, so I could duck if someone I know walks by, and when I'm done, just throw that motherfucking can in the recycle dumpster. I'm just as comfortable there as I am in a fancy restaurant ordering really expensive shots. 18-year Macallan, Pappy Van Winkle bourbon, just good stuff. I'm equally comfortable. I don't feel insecure in the nice place, and I don't feel too good for that alley, right? And so I see a lot of things. And an example that I see when it comes to alcoholic beverages is a case in point. Sometimes I go to this Michelin rated, Michelin plated restaurant, and I'll have a Bloody Mary. I'll go 10 a.m. have a Bloody Mary. There'll be the mayor might be at the table over. It's happened several times. And in that Bloody Mary, they have a piece of celery. They have a little sword skewer with a piece of bacon on it and an olive. Some parsley as garnish. And that's it. A simple elegance. And then I might go to a Mexican restaurant and order the equivalent of the Bloody Mary, the michelada. And the michelada is, it's beer with the tomato juice, same as a Bloody Mary, but the Bloody Mary would be vodka, right? And it'll have a little shrimp out of it. Plus the piece of bacon, the olive, the garnish, and the celery. But again, Rasa has this thing about taking things to the next level. And there's a pride in how many, they're like, they do some crazy shit too, but here, there'll be that extra shrimp. And then a little crab claw like hanging out of it. And then a lobster tail. And then a fucking steak with a little hamburger on it. And on top of the hamburgers, there's a hot dog, and the hot dog is wrapped in bacon. And then there's a fucking beer bong coming out of it to another beer. Oh, fuck, man. That should be hella crazy. And the thing is, that's how sets a trend with that shit, because I see other people try to do that too now. Like, it's all good, but, like, we're always trying to take it to the next level, right? And so, this is about the eloteros. So, an elote An elotero is a street vendor who sells corn on the cob. An elote is a corn on the cob. And corn is pretty damn delicious, just boiled sweet with nothing added. No salt, no lemon, no butter, nothing. It's sweet, it's delicious. And I actually had a friend that hit me to something that to me was totally new. She gave me some corn that she grew. And then she grabbed one of them and she peels it and she goes, look, these are the best corns you're going to get. And then she took a bite of it. And I was like, whoa, what the hell are you doing? That's not even cooked. And she said, oh, I don't even cook them. These are soft enough that you can just eat them raw. And so I took some bites off of it, and it was pretty damn good. It was delicious. Like, you pick it off the thing yourself at the right time, and you don't even have to cook them. Probably get more nutrients and everything out of them that way too, right? And so, but you could boil one, pull it out, and it'll be really good. You can put one on the barbecue. It'll be really good. The most sophisticated street vendors I've seen have them, and they're twisting them on this machine that's spinning them and toasting them up. And then you get them in the husk, and the husk is black, and you know they yank it off and they give it to you. That's kind of the way I like them, and that one dries them out a little bit. But I like them like that, burnt almost. And so the other day I saw something that I haven't seen in my community. And like I said, we take something that's already really good, just raw, and we boil it or put it on the comal, and we make it taste better, probably at the expense of a little bit of nutrients, right? But we also, like I said, slap a whole bunch of butter on that motherfucker. And then a whole bunch of mayonnaise. And then a whole bunch of Parmesan. And then some lime. And then, or lemon juice out of the little plastic lemons. And then some salt. And then some tahini, which is like salt, sugar, and chili pepper type mix. And them shits be good. I'm not going to say they're not good. I'm not going to say that one's better than the other. That's all personal taste. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. As far as health, one, man, a lot of that mayonnaise, all that extra stuff, it makes it richer. And you don't lose the actual original flavor because you'll bite into it. At least I'll bite into it because I do eat them like that too. I'll say hook them up with the works. And depending on my mood, if I feel especially fat that day, I might get it healthy. But if I went for 2 walks and I feel good, I'm like, all right, man, hook it up. So, but when you do that, you hook it up and you eat it, you still taste the original sweetness. After you go through all the butter and the mayonnaise and the Parmesan and the lemon and the chili, which is probably just good if you mixed it on its own, you'll get the sweetness of the corn. So that's not lost when you add all that stuff. You just add a lot of calories and maybe stuff you don't need, right? And in that spirit, I thought, man, we take things to the next level. And then I saw this thing, Skips, like fish and chips. And I went in there and I looked around and I saw they had, drum roll, fried corn on the cob. I was like, Nacho Libre, hey, save me some of that corn. Save me some of that corn for later. Because I was going to come back. And sure enough, I came back the next day. I got some of the corn, took it home, pulled it out. And like right away, you don't see the individual corn. Just like this casing around the corn of like the batter. And then it got fried, right? So they do put it in a batter and then they fry it. And I looked at it and I was like, man, that shit kind of looks weird. It looks unnatural. And then I bit into it, and I don't know if it's because it's new, but I thought, damn, this shit's hella good. And then like I ate that corn. It was a little small one, right? And then I had another one because you get two in the order. And so the other one I hooked up Mexican style. Like I put the lime, the tahini, a little bit of mayonnaise, some of the Parmesan, and that was it. As if that was it. That's a lot, right? And so actually a little bit of salt too. And that shit was hella good. And I thought, since we like to take things to the next level, I feel like we got caught slipping by letting these other vatos beat us to frying the fucking elote. So now, I think what we need to do is start frying them in a batter that tastes like tamales or adobada or chile verde. That's the next level of elotes. Believe me, frying them, that shit was hella good. That shit was hella good. I gotta go back to fasting because, man, I've been eating a lot of junk food. All right, man, you guys have a good one.